Local 4 News forecasted snow, and nature did not disappoint. The entire borderland is under a winter weather warning right now. As much as 2.5 inches of snow on the ground in some parts of El Paso, and with another wave of snow and colder temperatures yet to come, it could get ugly out there, especially on the roads. This morning, our TxDOT cameras caught this accident on I-10 near the New Mexico border, with snow expected to turn to ice as the sun goes down. We'll have tips to avoid accidents like these on your drive home. And how will travel be affected? Delays and cancellations at the airport, closures for colleges, and businesses shut down for the evening. We'll have those details ahead. Good evening. I'm Amber Downing. Thanks for watching Local 4 News at 5:30. A blanket of snow has covered the borderland, and the worst could be yet to come. We're kicking off team coverage with Chief Meteorologist Robert Bettis. Heck of a day to come back, Robert. You're welcome.
Glad to be back. Happy New Year, everyone. What's unique about this snowstorm is its timing. And if it were moving quickly, which most of these little winter-class storms for El Paso do, it would only deliver a couple of little light snow showers and then be out of the picture. But that is not the case tonight, as a large wave has set up right on the New Mexico-Arizona border. And I don't see it picking up and getting out of here until mid-morning tomorrow, which means that we're going to face periodic snow showers through the night tonight. Sometimes we'll go outside, it's cloudy, and sometimes it'll be coming down pretty good. And when it comes down tonight, expect little flakes the size of tortillas as the temperatures really plummet this evening. I'm expecting it to cool off to about 22 degrees overnight tonight. Of course, bridges are going to be a potential danger zone as they ice over first, and black ice will also be a problem. Right now, on the satellite radar picture, look to the south for fresh bands of moisture coming up from Mexico, mixing over to heavy snow, especially in Hudspeth County right now, and the west side between Las Cruces and El Paso also getting inundated. I'm going to have your complete forecast coming up. We'll talk about when this clears and what kind of very cold temperatures we'll be facing, as well as your snow estimate totals coming up in just a little bit. Amber.
Thank you, Robert. We're looking forward to it. We've got a look at your traffic at this hour, courtesy of our TxDOT traffic cameras. Here we are at I-10 and Anthony, where traffic is very backed up. I-10 Travel Info Center looking smooth here. Hopefully everyone is being cautious as they head that way. Let's see if we've got one more. I-10 and Vinton. Smooth out there. Actually, not a whole lot of snow out there yet. I-10 at mile marker 5. Not a lot to see out here, just people making their way home. Hopefully everyone's being careful if you're headed home right now or thinking of going out and getting something to dinner, for dinner. Maybe just have something at home. Well, that snow has been wreaking havoc on El Paso's roads, leading to many road closures throughout the day. The team at the Texas Department of Transportation is making the call on when to close the roads. And Local 4 Sandra Ramirez visited their emergency operations center today. She joins us live from a very cold and snowy airport. Sandra?
Amber, TxDOT officials tell me more than 24 crews hit the streets before the snow started falling this morning, and they'll have just as many crews working overnight to make sure the roads are clear for tomorrow morning's commute. Now, they'll also have extra personnel working at TxDOT's Emergency Operations Center in Far East El Paso. Inside, their electronic boards allow them to monitor traffic throughout the city and provide information to the public as well as police and emergency dispatchers. Call takers in the TxDOT Operations Center provide up-to-the-minute road conditions and road closure information. Officials say they work throughout the year to prepare work crews for weather-related events like today.
We have what we call dump truck training in regards to knowing your equipment, knowing how the plow works, knowing how to distribute the material as far as the de-icing material. So we do have ongoing training. But it's not the same considering when you have the snow, the ice, the traveling public.
Fino tells us TxDOT has called in crews from as far as Lubbock to help them keep lanes on I-10 clear from El Paso through Van Horn. Now again, TxDOT crews will be working throughout the night to de-ice and sand the roads for tomorrow morning's drivers. Now they advise if you don't have to drive, it's best to just stay home. However, if you must get on the roads, they advise that you stay on the right lane. That's the lane that TxDOT crews usually clear first. For now, reporting live in East El Paso, Sandra Ramirez, Local 4 News.
All right, thanks, Sandra. Now, there are still plenty of closures to report at this hour. As far as roads are concerned, Scenic Drive, Trans Mountain Road, Loop 375 South, the Spaghetti Bowl, and US 54 northbound all remain closed for the night. In New Mexico, Anthony Gap and Roadrunner in Las Cruces are closed. US 70 has low visibility along with I-10 and the I-25 interchange. All right, let's check which businesses are closed for the evening. El Paso's Veterans Affairs hospitals canceled all their afternoon appointments. White Sands Missile Range is closed until 10 a.m. tomorrow. UTEP, Western Technical Institute, and Kaplan colleges all canceled night classes tonight. And GECU and First Light credit unions are closed until 10 tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, EPISD, YISD, SISD will each have a 2-hour delay, while Gadsden ISD is to be closed. There are many more closures we've listed online at KDBC.com. That list is updated as soon as we get the new information into the newsroom. Snow started this morning in northeast El Paso and Anthony Gap, and as Local 4's Kay Racine found out, the residents welcomed the snow with open arms and gloved hands. She has the report from northeast El Paso.
Snow-blanketed northeast El Paso, Chaparral, New Mexico, and Anthony, New Mexico this morning, making the roads slick, icy, and dangerous. But drivers going through northeast El Paso were ready to face Mother Nature. Carlos Bravo is headed to Chaparral for work.
Actually, you know what? I love it. I love this cold weather.
Mindy Paspical lives in the northeast and is headed to East El Paso for her morning commute. She says she's from Fort Worth and is ready to face this winter wonderland.
We had a snowy Christmas last week, so definitely prepared for it.
Snow fell on parts of northeast El Paso early this morning. Even more snowflakes hit Chaparral, which made drivers travel about 10 miles slower than the speed limit across these icy roads. Across the Gap in Anthony, New Mexico, residents also woke up to flurries and a snow-covered mountain. Drivers braving the weather had solutions of their own for dealing with these cold, icy conditions.
I got a Starbucks gift card loaded up, ready to go for some hot chocolate.
Make sure our house is good and warm. All the doors are sealed, fireplace working, heater working. That's pretty much all we can do. We're at the mercy of the weather.
Carrie Seed, Local 4 News.
Very good, Kay. And anytime this inclement weather hits town, you can expect out-of-town travel to be affected.
The weather has had an impact on our flights today. We have seen cancellations, some cancellations, and also many delays.
Spokesperson for the airport, Liz Bellegarde, says earlier today, 2 American Airlines flights coming in from Dallas were canceled and 1 Southwest flight from Dallas was delayed. Multiple others are also delayed. Passengers at the Sun Metro bus station in central El Paso were called, but they weren't too frustrated. Sun Metro says buses are running on the regular schedule with only some minor delays caused by road conditions. Los Paisanos charter bus company taking people out of town has also been running on time. Wherever you're traveling, make sure to give yourself plenty of time. And across the border at Juarez International Airport, all operations were shut down as snow came in this morning. Inbound flights were diverted to other cities. All other flights were grounded until further notice. A few flights from the U.S. were affected. Make sure you know your current road conditions for Texas. Call 800-452-9292 or go to texdot.gov. For New Mexico, you can go to NM.'s website, www.nmroads.com, or just dial 511. We will be monitoring the conditions that this storm system brings in and keep you posted on all new developments. Remember, always stay updated with us on KDBC.com, on Facebook, and as well on Twitter. All right, still ahead on Local 4 News at 5:30. Our winter storm coverage does not stop here. With snowfall not expected to wrap up until the morning, plenty of El Pasoans are doing what they can to keep warm.
Oh, we've been drinking coffee. We got donuts. We're just trying to stay inside, which is what I should be doing right now.
Plus, where was the snow on Christmas? Coming up, you only have a few more days to catch the San Jacinto Plaza lit up with a blanket of snow. Robert?
Temperatures are going to drop to the low 20s, upper teens overnight tonight. Add some more snow this evening. You've got a real mess. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. You're watching Local 4 News at 5:30.
Focusing on El Paso and the borderland. This is Local 4 News at 5:30 with Amber Downing and Chief Meteorologist Robert Bettis.